2024 marks the 55th anniversary of the July 1969 moon landing.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
As you might know, we at Fratello are great admirers of everything related to space exploration. To celebrate this, IFL Watches and Fratello proudly present the G-Shock CasiOak Moonlander. This watch, based on the Casio G-Shock GM-2100BB reference, is dedicated to the very first moon landing, 55 years ago. NASA astronauts Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong touched the moon's surface for the very first time, while the third astronaut, Michael Collins, was orbiting the moon waiting for their return. The dial of this CasiOak shows a part of the moon's surface with its craters, as well as the moonlander that is about to touch the ground. The most special aspect of this watch is the hand-painted dial. But before we go there, let's start with the bezel. The wording has been painted by hand 3 times with a very thin brush in a grey color that should remind you of moondust. Under the crystal, the chapter ring and indexes are also airbrushed in moondust grey. The dial is first airbrushed as well with the base color. The galaxy effect is a splash effect done by hand. But the real marvels are, of course, the hand-painted moon and lunar lander. These drawings, which are first sketched by the artist on paper and approved upon, are then hand-painted on the airbrush dial with very thin brushes. It's an incredibly painstaking process, where all the details of the moonlander and the moon itself are meticulously painted on the dial. The artist puts up layer after layer to get the correct colors and details for the moonlander and the moon. Especially the moonlander, called the Eagle during Apollo 11 in 1969, shows an insane amount of detail. And details matter, especially for those who appreciate everything about the space program. As said, the watch itself is a G-Shock with the 5611 module. During many space shuttle missions, astronauts have worn G-Shock watches, mainly the classic DW5600 square model. So the brand has some space credentials, and the CasiOak platform gave the artist a good canvas for this beautiful painting. For the specifications of this watch, it measures 44.4 mm in diameter and 11.8 mm in thickness. The inner case has a carbon core, and the outer case is made of stainless steel. It has a water resistance of 200 meters and a battery life of approximately 3 years. As for functionality, it has a chronograph that can measure up to 1/100th of a second, a 24-hour countdown timer, 5 different daily alarms, and a world timer. The Fratello IFL Watches CasiOak Moonlander cost €980, excluding taxes. The pre-order window is open now for 1 week with only 111 pieces up for grabs. Delivery is expected within 3 months of the pre-order window closing. All detailed specifications can be found on our website, fratello.com.